So what's going on, everybody? I'm Hit Points, and I just wanted to do a commentary today, and I don't do them very often. I haven't done one by myself, at least, in a good while. And I just want to talk about past friendships and that I kind of wish that they weren't past friendships, if you get what I mean. So, I'll talk way back when to the Prodigy days. And this is just like online friends, you know. So, not like people in real life that I know in real life, because I don't know. So, online friendships, it all started in Prodigy. I actually started before Prodigy. And if you don't know what Prodigy is, it was a team that I took over from my in real life friend, and he stopped playing for a while. Well, he stopped playing casually, he started playing competitively at that time, and then I took it over. So, it was before Prodigy that I met someone, and his gamer tag was Danny12097. And his name is Danny, obviously. And I didn't have it. At my mom's place of business where she worked, there was an Xbox 360 that you could use live on. So I was playing the Left 4 Dead 2 demo, and I happened to meet this guy. And I was like, wow, this guy's cool. So I added him. And we played and we talked all the time until I couldn't play anymore. And then when I got my personal Xbox, like to myself, I remembered his gamer tag and I added him. And we talked all night, all day for like 2 years until like 2012. I got my Xbox in 2010, by the way, and we had talked and played games before online and stuff before that, like 2009, end of 2008-ish. So we'd known each other for a good while. And I don't remember exactly, but there was a point that I couldn't stand him. I don't remember why exactly, but it was like one of those things where it's like you're the best of friends, but it's like if you don't take some time off from talking to that person, you're gonna go fucking insane. And that's kind of what happened. It's like it was so bad that I don't know the whole situation. I don't remember why. Because it was one of those things where it was just like it happened so quick that you don't remember it. And it's like I remember telling him I didn't want him in Prodigy anymore, and that just to remove me, we're not going to be friends anymore. After that, I regretted the next like year by myself I had of just nothing. Like, because I would get on and talk to someone every day for years. It was like my best online friend. And it went to shit because of probably something I said. And that's exactly what happened. Another person that I want to talk about is when I met him, he joined Prodigy. So he was kind of the same time zone as Prowler or Danny back in that day. And his gamer tag was YMCMB Prodigy, which I told him not to change it to that. The co-leader of Prodigy at the time when he joined was Chris or We the Prodigy. I don't know why his gamer tag was that either, but so he joined. Chris gave him the idea of telling him to use YMCMB as his gamertag, which I thought was just like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I was just like, all right, I don't care. You already changed your gamertag. I'm not making you waste $10 more to change it again. And so we played a lot of MW3 GBs. This is he wanted to start getting into competitive like about the same time I did. I was playing for a little bit before he was, like competitively. So we weren't on the exact same skill level, but it didn't stop me from playing video games with him and everything, because I did like doing that. And we played so many MW3 GBs, so many. We played a lot of Black Ops 2 GBs. I think we even tried original Black Ops GBs at one point. And it was just one of those things where it's like you didn't really do anything wrong to a person, or they didn't do anything wrong. I actually eventually kicked him out of Prodigy. I remember why. Because at the time, me and Prowler or Danny weren't on the same page. And like we weren't friends anymore at that time. So Kyle or YMCMB went and like did like the secretive shit with Prowler or Danny, which I don't care about anymore. All this stuff's in the past. I'm in my eyes, we're all in good terms. Everyone that I've had problems with, we're on good terms as of right now. Now, I don't know if they have the same opinion that I do, because it's in the past. I regret doing the stuff that I did back when I was power hungry in Prodigy. So what happened after that is when I kicked Kyle out of Prodigy, I gave up on Prodigy. I ended Prodigy. I made a video about it. I said, I'm ending Prodigy. I'm just not going to do it anymore. Then I essentially, like, for like maybe half of 2012, maybe half of it, like from the beginning, or from like the middle of it until like maybe January, maybe, or December. January or December is when I was just like, I'm not playing by myself anymore. I made a new team called Destroy the Odds. And I made that with Ethan, by the way. And me and Ethan still talk. We talk every once in a while. We just normally play Halo or whatever. So we don't have any problems. We never had any problems ever. I don't think so, at least. Unless he has some sort of grudge against me that I don't know about, which I hope not, because I like him as a guy, and I enjoy playing with him. But that brings me back to where I was. So after a while, I eventually got back into contact with Kyle or YMCMB, and we started playing Black Ops 2. Like, yeah, we played a lot of MW3 GBs and stuff, but all of the GBs that we played was after I had already kicked him out of Prodigy and after I had already made Destroy the Odds. So we didn't start playing together competitively until after I made Destroy the Odds. So Kyle, one of the most loyal guys that I ever played with, was on every day for hours and hours and hours. And all we do is grind GBs. See, when Ghost came out, that's all we did. We played Ghost GBs, Ghost S&D GBs all day, all the time. I didn't have a team in Ghost. I wasn't worried about a team in Ghost, because at the time I thought Ghost was crap. But it's actually not that bad a game if you think about it. So we grinded the whole Ghost season, just us. Like most of the time. Occasionally I play with D-Dot and like Smooth, but that's a different story. And we normally just play by ourselves, and like we'd play a whole bunch of GBs. It's like I would talk to this guy probably more than I did with Danny at that current time, because Danny, all we did was like shoot the shit and play like, we played MW3 a lot when it came out, but it wasn't like at the level that me and Kyle were playing at. We just, because me and Danny, we just played like pubs. Me and Kyle, we played like actual competitive stuff. We played game battles. When we had 4 people, we tried to play scrims and everything. And eventually, Kyle would just fall off the face of the earth. It's like one day he was playing with us, and Kyle played through Ghosts into Advanced Warfare at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, we were still playing. At the beginning of Advanced Warfare, he stopped playing, just completely stopped getting on Xbox. I wouldn't ever hear from him. Like, it's like, are we playing soon or whatever? And then, you know, I gave up trying to locate him and see if he wanted to play, because obviously he had more things better to do, which I don't blame him, because playing one video game for so long, for so many hours in a week, just drains you, you know? It takes away all the fun out of every piece of that video game. And eventually I tried to make my own team in Advanced Warfare under Destroy the Odds. And I think it was me, D-Dot, Shifty, which I'm going to get to in a second. And we were looking for a 4th. We couldn't get a 4th because they kept not wanting to play. So I gave up on that. Me and Shifty would play dubs all the time, and you've seen him in YouTube videos. Maybe not his voice or anything, but used to see him in some like GB YouTube videos, like the doubles, GBs I used to do. And honestly, this dude was like there every day. He was like, "You want to play? You want to do something?" He'd hit me up first to play. When I'm like, maybe I don't want to play, maybe I do, I don't know, maybe just do pubs or something, he would be like, "Yeah, whatever you want to do, let's play." You know, he wanted to grind, he wanted to play. And eventually, he just like Kyle or Innuendo is YMCMB from Project. He changed his name. I gave him that name idea, by the way. So, I mean, it wasn't like a big deal or anything, I don't care anymore, but like, they both played, and then just one day just really stopped playing. Shifty hit me up on my birthday and was just like, "Happy birthday, man. Sorry I haven't been playing." And I was just like, "Yeah, you should play more. Miss playing." And he was like, I didn't get a reply, and I haven't gotten a reply since, and that was more than a month ago. That was in March. And so really the whole point of this commentary is like, yes, I made mistakes with past friends online. Yes, I should have done things with Prodigy and Destroy the Odds a bit different. Now, Destroy the Odds was bigger than Prodigy ever was. I mean, it wasn't like super big, but it was big enough that people would actually know my gamer tag because of how often I played and how many games a day I'd play. I'd play so many. And so yes, I did things wrong with friends. I did things wrong with clans. But I do wish that things with my friends had ended differently, because maybe they'd still play video games with me, or maybe it was all me and I just don't realize it because I just don't have the capacity to think about it. But everyone I mentioned, Danny, Kyle, Shifty, or Chandler, D-Dot, Smooth. I miss playing with all these guys, and it's just sad to me that I could stay at the low point while all these guys are doing their own thing and moving on in their life. Like, yeah, I have a job and everything, but that's boring. And it's just like, I know Chandler's got his own shit he's got to do. I don't know about Kyle. He obviously he's got his own shit to do because I just don't hear from him. I wish I did. And like D-Dot has a kid, he's having another kid, and congratulations to him, because like it's hard to do. Take care of 2 kids, take care of one especially. And like me and him are on good terms. I wish we did talk more. I message him every once in a while, and we talk for like 5-10 minutes, and then we go about our shit, you know, because he doesn't have the time for that. It's like, I miss all these guys. I wish things didn't have to go down the way they did. And Danny, especially, I apologize for all the shit that I did way back when. You might be over it, you might not be, but I'm sorry about it. Sorry about the way it had to go. I don't remember how or why it happened, but I'm sorry about it, and maybe we could start playing video games again, because I'm going to link you this video. I'm going to link everyone that I mentioned in this video, and I hope they watched it. So, I'm Hit Points. That was just like a little like commentary about past friends, and I miss playing with people and everything. So, I'm Hit Points, and I'll see you guys later.
Me used to always laugh at me,
and things change,
they tried to make an ass of me,
and things change,
now they waving when they passing me, cause things change, cause things change, cause things change, they never were a friend of me,
and things change,
they treat me like an enemy,
and things change,
but now they wifey texting me, cause things change, cause things change, cause things change.